When we started this band, I was needed was a land. Years gone by, I say we've kicked some ass. When I make rage, you hear the stage, trying to run you through my veins, and I say we're still kicking ass. Can't stop the heart, hope it never stops, and I think we did all of this to rise.
point is going to make motor racing history.
Achieving greatness is about more than hardware. It's turning failure into strength.
Delivering exactly what is
dominating an entire season with a target on your back.
We need to do something to stop this tank car.
Alex Palou wins again. Alex Palou will take the victory. Back-to-back victories.
Race after race.
The run continues.
Alex Palou's 4th championship feels imminent. So does his path to greatness. With 3 more wins, he can secure the winningest season in INDYCAR history.
Achieved the dream of a racing lifetime.
60 years, James, since we've seen this kind of domination.
Will he complete his conquest of concrete?
Palou is breathing rarefied air.
The road to greatness flows through Portland.
It is a beautiful and scorching day here on the Pacific Northwest, and we are in Portland for round 15 of 17 of the 2025 NTT IndyCar Series on a day when history can be made and Alex Palou can be crowned a 4-time champion, joining some of the greatest names in the history of this sport. Foyt, Andretti, Dixon, Bourdais, Franchitti, the list goes on. 4 times a champion. It can be done today, but it will be tough for Alex Palou. Pato O'Ward starts from the pole. Palou starts 5th. And Hinch, are we starting to see the pressure already starting to mount on a man who has looked nigh on infallible in 2025?
Well, here's the thing, guys. We came into this race knowing we needed a little bit of a miracle for the championship fight to stay alive, and the script is being written for us after a very uncharacteristic qualifying error from your championship leader, Alex Palou. On his fast lap in the Firestone Fast 6, into turn 12, locks up, ends up in the tire barrier. Look, this proves that even though he's got a massive championship lead, he's not just on a cruise and collect program. He is pushing, he is going for it, so he's going to be starting a little further back than maybe he should have, and his title rival, Pato O'Ward, because of a penalty for his teammate Christian Lundgaard, is going to be on the pole. But Townsend, it's not just his mistakes or issues that could affect the outcome of this race for him.
That's right, guys. There is no other racetrack in the world that offers the potential for chaos in turn 1 like this place, Portland. Let's look back through the years at some of the drama that can get you here in turn 1. That's right, all kinds of chaos down in turn 1 on the start. You can get off into the dirt and be blinded. You can be cleared out from behind like a bowling pin. And the deal for Palou is, as you said, the mistake could likely come from somebody else that really trips him up in this critical moment where he has a chance to lock down the championship. It's all about the start here at Portland. It funnels way wide and then gets super narrow. We're about to find out what's going to happen.
Absolutely. All about the start. The man who starts from P1, from the pole position, is Pato O'Ward, the only driver who can take this championship away from Alex Palou. And it's the championship leader, Alex Palou, who's standing by with Georgia Hennebury.
Yeah, right. Guys, as you mentioned, Alex Palou has a chance to clinch the championship today. Alex, do you feel any added pressure because of this?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to go out with the opportunity we have here today, with the car that we have, with the team that we have, and with the season we had so far. So I'm excited. We'll try everything we can to try and win the race.
The championship points leader. He's going to roll off 5th today, guys.
Job 1 for Pato O'Ward is done. He starts on the pole ahead of Alex Palou. How do you keep the championship fight alive?
We win today, man. We stay where we are.
So what do? How do you get that done? First, you got to get through that chicane.
Yeah, man. We've got the best view going into turn 1. And I was super happy with my car in the warm-up. Also, in qualifying, it was a pleasant surprise to have been, so strong. So I'm feeling good today. I think we're gonna have a, we're gonna have a great car, or at least I'm gonna have a great car to work with. And I have faith in my guys. I've got some of the best group in the pits has ever seen. So I think we can get it done today.
Pato O'Ward looking for win number 3 on the season.
Let's get straight into our grid walk here. I'm actually going to have to interrupt this very important meeting of the Thirsty Three. Scotty Mac, we've seen you throw some birds this weekend at your drivers and your competitors. You going to do that in the race as well?
Well, maybe, hopefully not. But I mean, I'm starting next to my best friend Dev, so we'll see how we go into the race. But you know, we're feeling good in the Odyssey battery wagon. So we'll see what we got. Got an extra set of reds up our sleeve, so try and make use of those.
All right, well, I hope you do. I love how Scotty's able just to call his cars like wagons. I don't know how he's able to always get away with this, but he just seems to make it work, and I love that about Scotty. He's just a good dude. Also, shout out, happy birthday, Al. Marcus Ericsson having a nice weekend so far, starting on some used reds, a soft tyre, and an absolute legend of our sport, Scott Dixon. There is a guy I want to try and get to because he's been carrying some really awesome momentum throughout this season, and that is Marcus Armstrong. And I'm going to have to interrupt this meeting as well. Marcus, just tell us quickly what your team briefing was about.
Oh, hi Jack, good to see you. No, it's we're just letting everyone know what the plan is, frankly. We're thinking it's going to be a reasonably long first stint. Who knows with the yellows? INDYCAR can provide so many surprises, so try and stay out of trouble as well. There's some fast cars behind us starting on reds, so we've got McLaughlin and Ericsson to look out for as well.
Well, best of luck today, buddy. Vibes in Portland, really, really good. What's left now? The race. Stay tuned. Rinus Veekay, you've been such a star this year.
When we started this band, our needed was a land. Years gone by, I say we've kicked some ass. We never made rage, you hear on the stage. Trillion words you through my veins, and I say we're still kicking ass. Can't stop the heart, we never stop till the day we did all of this to
With 2 weeks to go until the start of the 2025 season, Rinus Veekay was without a ride, but he found one at Dale Coyne Racing and has been one of the revelations of the season. 11th in the championship, coming into Portland. Had the honor of sitting down with him earlier this weekend.
Rinus Veekay, you've been such a star this year.
Rinus, 3 to go. Can't believe it. How would you reflect on the season as a whole?
Start out the season with a top 10 right away in St. Pete, you know, only having that seat for 2 weeks at that point. And now being 11th in the standings, kind of peeking into the top 10. Already had a podium, 7 top 10s, which is tied for my best, 3 to go. It's pretty awesome.
Would you have expected that coming into the season, as you said, with only 2 weeks to prepare?
No. My goal was kind of top 16, I think was possible and realistic. It's been awesome for me. It's exactly what I needed.
Have you enjoyed being an underdog this year?
Yes, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, it also takes some pressure away. I'm also not perfect every time, but it just shows a little bit less when you're in the underdog story.
To be on the podium here in Toronto, unreal.
You had a brilliant podium in Toronto. What are the hopes for these final 3?
My goal is to get 3 top 10s to end the season. I want to qualify up front because our race pace has been great all year. We just need to start up there and move forward from a top 10 position.
Your wife, a boxer, how much does it help in the hard times? Somebody who is also an elite athlete.
And she's never asked me questions because she knows. She's gone through the hard times, the good times. It's really rare when you have a partner that strengthens you in what you do. She's the one.
What do you think it is that marks the greats? What do you see in yourself that reflects that?
I think dealing with adversity. I'm always having a lot of fun. Sometimes people think I'm too positive at times where I shouldn't be. But I always have a lot of hope, and I think never giving up is a really good strength to have.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Great watching you race this year, man. Real joy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Portland for what stands to be the warmest Grand Prix here in history. Let's take a look at the starting grid sponsored by NTT.
I'm Jake Mabel from Louisville, Kentucky.
Connor Daly from Noblesville, Indiana.
Robert Schwartzman,
born in Israel, Tel Aviv.
I'm Callum Milo. I'm from Cambridge in the UK.
Rinus Veekay, Hoofddorp, the Netherlands.
Graham Rahal, Columbus, Ohio.
Santino Ferrucci, Woodbury, Connecticut.
Stingray Rob, Payette, Idaho.
I'm Kyle Kirkwood from Jupiter, Florida.
Hi, I'm Kevin Simpson from the Cayman Islands.
Nolan Siegel, Palo Alto, California.
Christian Rasmussen, I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark.
Joseph Newgarden, Nashville, Tennessee.
Louis Foster, Odium, England.
I'm Colton Herta from Valencia, California.
Devlin DiFrancesco, Toronto, Ontario.
Scott McLaughlin, Christchurch, New Zealand.
Marcus Ericsson, Kumla, Sweden.
I'm Scott Dixon, driver of the number 9 PNC Bank Honda from Auckland, New Zealand. Marcus Armstrong, Christchurch, New Zealand.
I'm Christian Lundgaard from Vejle, Denmark.
Alexander Rossi, Nevada City, California.
Hello, I'm Alex Palou. I'm from Barcelona, Spain.
I'm David Malukas, grown up in Chicago, Illinois.
Will Power, Toowoomba, Queensland, Australia.
Felix Rosenqvist, Värnamo, Sweden.
Pato Award, Monterrey, Mexico.
Well, what a grid. The fastest driver starting in 7th, the championship leader starting 5th. The man who can take that championship fight on to the next round on pole. Now let's go trackside for the command.
Race fans, it's time for those most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command for the PitNile.com Grand Prix of Portland, presented by Ask ROI, is PitNile.com Executive Chairman and Ask ROI Chief Executive Officer, Todd Alt.
Good afternoon, race fans. Rinus Veekay in the number 18 car. Start your engines. Everybody else, hang back a couple laps.
Well, Rinus is starting 23rd, needs a little bit of help today. I quite like that.
No better conflict than a conflict of interest.
Guys, why don't we take a moment to take a look at the track preview sponsored by Honda of this 1.9-mile circuit.
James, this place is special. We talk about it all the time. The drag strip that defines the front straightaway down to maybe what should be called calamity corners. Always drama year after year in turns 1 and 2.
And then if you survive that, you get to my favorite part of the racetrack through turn 4, minimum speed of 115 miles an hour, continuously running through 5 and then into turn 6. So important to get the power down out of here because turn 7 is a passing opportunity.
It really is. As you get out of 7, wide open, fastest part of the racetrack. You run along that little inner waterway. It is beautiful. But look at the speed, 180 down to a minimum speed of 158. Turn 10 is simply about full send. Massive entry speed there. If you can get close to the guy in front of you, you might have a shot to make a move back on the front straight.
And the start will be from that turn 12. They will floor it coming out of that final corner on the run down the drag strip. Guys, who are you looking out for in this grid of 27 today?
I mean, really, that bright yellow car right there of Alex Palou. Does he survive? How does he play turn 1? It's so important to be heads up, eyes open, but you simply can't control what's behind you. Sometimes the bowling ball is just out of control.
James, for me, Christian Lundgaard qualified on pole on pace, had that engine penalty starting a little bit further back. That's going to be a highly motivated and a highly quick driver that wants to move his way forward.
Quick move down to pit lane, Kevin Lee.
Well, Christian Lundgaard is the fastest car here, but only starting 7th. And while he can help his teammate Pato Award stay in the championship by getting by Palou, he's not interested in being a wingman. He's focused on his program, getting his first win with Arrow McLaren. He just told the team, less is more. Let's be consistent and smart. We have the best car. Jack.
My driver today that I'm paying the closest attention to is going to be Will Power. Once again, he was the fastest Penske driver in qualifying. So much still unknown around his future, and the guy starting next to him is the guy rumored to be in contention for his seat, and that's David Malukas. G.
There are only a handful of IndyCar tracks that Scott Dixon has not won at. Portland International Raceway is one of those, and this weekend has not been the easiest for them. They had an off-track moment in practice 1, and in qualifying had an electronic issue that kept him from maximizing the car. He's going to roll off 9th, and if anyone can turn around a weekend to perfection, it's 6-time champion Scott Dixon, hungry for his 60th IndyCar win.
Thanks to our pit crew. For me, the man to watch today, Alexander Rossi, didn't transfer into the Firestone Fast 6, so he kept a set of soft tyres, a nice, new, fresh set of soft tyres, but with Lundgaard's penalty, he advances to start in the top 6 today. I spoke to him earlier today. He's feeling confident, thinks this could be his best result of a season, which hasn't seen him have a top 5 finish all year long. Guys, we're expecting it to be a red race today, with Alex Palou needing a lead of 108 points at the end of the race in order to be assured the championship. Do we still think with the high temperatures it will be a red race?
This is the hottest track temp we've ever seen for an IndyCar race. It is about 125 degrees right now and rising quickly. We're going to talk about Palou and Award all day long. That's 2 of 27. The reality is these other 25 guys are auditioning. I don't care if you've got 3 more years and $25 million on your contract. The team owners in this sport right now are looking at Palou and telling their drivers, you need to demonstrate you're worth this big money and you're capable of beating this guy.
Look, this is a performance-based business. You're only as good as your last race. So to your point, T-Bell, right now we're at a point in the season, there are only, what, 4 drivers that have won races? That's unheard of at this stage of an IndyCar season. Everybody out there wants to add their name to that list, wants to be that 5th driver to prove they can be the driver of the number 10.
In order to become an IndyCar Series champion, you need to be adept and adaptable at all circuit types. This, though, the last road race of the season, and some drivers come alive on this particular type of circuit. Will it be one of their days? In 110 laps, we will have our answer. Can Pato O'Ward take this thing on one more race? Can Alex Palou take his 4th championship in IndyCar and place his name alongside the all-time greats in the history of this series? Under sunny skies and on an increasingly warm track, we are about to get underway here in the Pacific Northwest. It is fantastic to be back here in Portland. Pato O'Ward on the pole, Felix Rosenqvist alongside him, Power and Malukas on the 2nd row, Palou and Rossi on row 3, Lundgaard and Armstrong, Dixon and Ericsson. That's your top 10 as they make their way through turn 12, as they put their feet to the floor and accelerate in to the run to turn 1. Pato O'Ward with a good start, but look at Rosenqvist coming up alongside the McLaren man, moving to the outside as Palou gets swamped around him. Everybody making it through pretty neat and tidy. No big crash there, and that is job 1 done. Palou with a little wobble on exit, and he's managed to get his way past David Malukas, but it's Pato O'Ward who leads from Felix Rosenqvist.
90% relief there for Alex Palou to survive turn 1. He played it safe and smart. Brilliant job to protect his race car as Pato O'Ward trying to do really was his only option at this point, which is win dominantly.
You want to talk statistics, 87% chance of a caution in the first 3 laps. You see some side-by-side action coming out of turn 7 there. That's Dixon and Is that one of the Penskes? Is that the battery machine of Scott McLaughlin going side by side now into 10?
It is, and Alexander Rossi has his mirrors full of Christian Lundgaard, the man who should have been on pole if it wasn't for a sixth-place penalty for an engine change. The McLaren driver who feels he could win this race today and take his first victory for his new team, Arrow McLaren, in what has been a very impressive first season, but Rossi manages to hold him behind.
Guys, that could have been the cleanest lapper in the history of Portland as Christian Rasmussen getting aggressive up the inside of Devlin DiFrancesco. DiFrancesco tried to defend, but you're talking about one of the most aggressive drivers in the series in Rasmussen.
And Devlin slow out of turn 2, and that allows everyone behind him to bunch up. Joseph Newgarden and the car behind him of Kyle Kirkwood and Colton Herta.
Yeah, the Andretti Global Machines getting pretty close together on the exit there. Dev causing a little bit of a bottleneck as Joseph tried to pull the over-under. Now Ericsson on the inside of Dixon into 7.
Lovely move from Marcus Ericsson, but Dixon's going to want to take it back. Side by side on the run down the backstretch. We sit on board with Scott Dixon.
Honda versus Honda right here. Dixon looks for a little bit of draft, but Ericsson proactive to defend the inside.
That's nice from Marcus Ericsson. The difference there perhaps between the soft tire and the hard on Scott Dixon.
Now you got Rasmussen trying to take advantage of Dixon being thrown off guard a little bit. No more spectacular driver to watch when it comes to overtaking than Rasmussen. Is he going to take a...
Oh, there's a big one at the back.
Is that Santino?
I think it's Ferrucci. I think that is Santino Ferrucci.
It is.
And that's big coming out of 12. Rear wing into the pit wall at high speed.
And you can see James is pointing it out here in the booth. The impact straight into the concrete backwards. That's a huge hit. Sudden deceleration. Great to see Santino climbing out under his own power.
The man who was on pole position here last year loves this track and was hoping for a strong end to the season. He'll have to try again at the circuits he loves the most, those short track ovals, to finish off the year. But let's take a look on board with Santino Ferrucci, see how this all played out.
Well,
that is Jacob Abel ahead.
Yeah, gets Abel. Gets a little wide there. Oh, just loses it on the power. Oh, big mistake.
And from outside, yeah, just too much, too soon. He'll kick himself for that.
Yeah, that's more like a rookie mistake and very unusual for Santino Ferrucci. He does have some dirty air trying to lay the power down there out of turn 12, but it just spun up on him. And then he tried to stay with it. He actually dug into the throttle more to try to spin it around and pull a Danny Sullivan.
But here's what's interesting to me, guys. Obviously the contact right here, but here's the attenuator. He nearly went straight in to the end of the attenuator that separates pit wall from the racetrack. That would have been a monumental shunt coming to a, you know, if not a complete stop, it could have rotated the car so aggressively.
AMR safety team straight on the case. But yeah, you're right. He just missed. I don't know. I could make an argument you want to hit the tire stack, but either way, it's very unforgiving.
At that angle, it would have just pitched the car into a violent spin. Either way, not a fun way to wreck a race car, and tough break for, like, as you say, Will, the guy that sat on pole here a year ago.
Well, while we're under caution, why don't we take a moment to head down to pit lane and talk to Kevin Lee about, Kevin, what are we expecting from a strategy perspective today?
Well, much of the strategy is going to be based on which of the Firestone compounds you prefer the best, the soft red sidewall or the hard black sidewall, and in this record-breaking heat, whether you can make them last long enough. Now, as far as strategy, it's a three-stopper. We have a yellow here. You may see some in the back come in, but really you need to stay out here and get to at least lap 15. You'd really like to get to lap 20. It's about 29 or 30 laps on full push. If you want to do it on two stops, we need about 24 laps of caution. Now, who has an extra set of the soft, which we think is the preferred tire? The highest starter, Alexander Rossi, has a pair. Keep an eye on Scott McLaughlin, too. He's one of those that has 3 sets of softs for this race.
Our thanks to Kevin for the Firestone tire talk. Rossi starting on those hards, can get rid of them as Graham Rahal comes in to jump off the hard and onto the soft, and we think now that's going to be it on soft for the remainder of the day. There's Connor Daly, the 2 Premas, Stingray, Rob, they're all in as well, and everybody leaving, it looks like, on that softer tire rather than Stingray, perhaps.
This is Townsend's dream strategy right here. Come in, get off the less preferred tire, which is what at least Graham Rahal, we certainly saw did, got off that hard Firestone tire onto the soft. If you're right on board, that good hard Chevy of Stingray Rob, he's gone to that hard compound tire. You got to do it at some point. What did Stingray start on?
He started on the hard black.
He started on the hard, so he's gone hard to hard.
Yeah, I like that, because depending on lap 5, these are long stints to make it to the end. So I think Stingray thinking about good, consistent pace. The other ones that went to soft, hoping that soft tire stays together over the distance.
Pato lifting his visor, wiping away perhaps a bead of sweat on his brow. The temperature out there today, unbelievably hot. A record temperature for the Grand Prix of Portland. Pato O'Ward, though, leads this thing under caution from Felix Rosenquist. Will Power, Alex Palou, who has made up 1 place from his grid position. David Malukas, who has fallen down to 5th. And Alexander Rossi complete the top 6. Well, we welcome you to the Bitnile.com Grand Prix of Portland. We are under caution, and you have missed Not a great amount. Pato O'Ward leads from Felix Rosenqvist. Our front row remains our top two in the race today, but we are under caution because of a crash at the end of the first lap for Santino Ferrucci, losing control of his AJ Foyt racing car on the exit of the final corner and ending up backwards in the pit wall. He's okay, jumped out of the car and gone on his way, the man who was on pole position here. But this is what is at stake in the championship. Alex Palou needs to be 108 points at the end of this race. But this is what happened with Ferrucci.
Yeah, Santino Ferrucci makes a move on Jacob Abel on the back straightaway and now looks to get a good exit out of turn 12. And just listen. Gets some wheel spin, decides to lean into the throttle, hoping to 360 the car. It all goes wrong. Big mistake for Ferrucci. He is out with heavy contact right into the concrete barrier.
McLaughlin looking to make the move on Armstrong at the bottom of your image. Didn't pull it off in time before the yellows came out. So it's O'Ward from the pole leading Rosenqvist. Will Power is third. Alex Palou, championship leader, who could take his fourth title today, has made up one place from his grid position. David Malukas has fallen to fifth. Alexander Rossi is sixth. Then it's Lundgaard and Armstrong, McLaughlin and Ericsson. That's your top 10.
And you saw the points, that 100-point separation as they run right now. Pato O'Ward is in good shape to force this championship to the next round in Milwaukee. So he's getting his job done. But he'll be thinking about Palou if he can make some positions up and try to cinch up the championship today.
Now, if you joined us on FS1, we thank you so much for being with us from the start. We are moving now exclusively to Fox. Join us there for the remainder of the race. Well, guys, Pato O'Ward is exactly where he needs to be. He needs a race victory today and hope that something befalls his championship rival, Alex Palou. But Palou managed to keep his nose clean. Everybody managed to keep their nose clean on the initial run down to that tight and unforgiving turn one. Will they do so on the restart? We're about to find out. We go green, and Pato already has a two-car advantage over Felix Rosenqvist. A brilliant start from Pato O'Ward. Down the drag strip with Rosenqvist behind, and Will Power, a brilliant start from him as well, gapping Alex Palou behind as Lundgaard has a look at Alexander Rossi, who closes the door on him immediately.
Further back, lots of drivers having a look, and is there contact with Louis Foster and Rinus Veekay, both being hit from behind and spun around. They will continue.
I think that was Kiffin Simpson getting into the back of Louis Foster. Veekay spinning to try to avoid the car ahead of him of Louis Foster. They both get going and back on their way while we were under caution. Some drivers took the opportunity to stop. Graham Rahal, Stingray Robb, Connor Daly, Callum Ilott, Robert Schwartzman and Jacob Abel, who take other positions 21 to 26. The vast majority choosing to get off the hard tyre, move on to the soft, which is the preferred tyre, as now Rossi having a look to get back past Lundgaard, and we have a full course caution out. Lundgaard making that move just in the nick of time. So Lundgaard up one position to 6th, and here is how Louis Foster got spun out.
count your cars in front of you. None of the next 10 cars are all going to be saving fuel. They're trying to do it before it stops. We got 3 cars catching up to you now that just left the pit and left us by. But we're just going to be pushing hard here, I think, right now. I'm just not going to accept the situation. But let those 3 cars by before they start. And we'll get going here in the cold season.
Base cars in. Green, green.
Green, green, green.
Good line behind you here.
And probably just keep going and then they need a 3-order with them.
Outside.
Okay.
Outside. Outside for there. All clear, all clear. Clear by 2, no pressure here. Jesus Christ.
Vibration on the 85 is what I like. Yeah, copy that. A lot of people take this, we're thinking about staying out and just trying to get as much track position as possible and just running and fill the collector. What do you think about that?
Pits are open. Pits are open. This will be a late call, Pato, late call. We have 15 laps complete.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't think the car is great, but Pato does really got the tires up here. Yeah, copy that. I mean, we're like halfway through the stint here, and
Stay out, stay out. Copy, stay out. Box if you can, box if you can.
Alright, let's stay out here. Stay out, stay out.
Pit lane. Copy, pit lane. You're going to come around Herta. 3, 2, 1, on the marks.
All right, so that cycle is up to P12, so everybody in front of you is on the same track. Everybody behind you.
All clear, all clear.
So now we're below.
And you're all clear out, all clear out. So the field is in turn 4 now. Save some fuel here if you can. Save some fuel. They're still cleaning the car up. Do your best to get some temp while saving fuel. They are still doing some tire and wall repair in 1011 there. You see it? Apollo, just give me an update on what happened there. So when we stopped, it's fuel 83 to the end, and any more that this caution drags on, the fuel number gets easier and easier to do. So we did the stop under yellow instead of under green. Copy.
Okay, so get to do it in 4 stops just so you understand. The number is like 3, 7 with 10 more laps in yellow. So I think we're going to kind of play it by ear on the start. I think if you can get some track position on the start, you should definitely get it. And then we'll go from there. The cars behind you are a lot closer. You get more stops, obviously. They should be good to get more stops, so just looking at what we can do here. Yeah, I was also just thinking about the Reds and how they're going to do on the full stint. Yeah, for sure. That's a consideration for sure.
And right now, everyone behind us is on alts, just FYI. Safety is headed home, expecting not to be too much longer. Lights out, you're going to be green next time by. Green next time by.
For reference, you got a Ward, Rosenquist, one guard all behind you. They're the ones that just did it from the lead. So they got better tires, a lot of safety. Keep that in mind here. Don't get bullied. That's understand the situation.
He's going to drop behind you here. He's got a penalty. He's on the outside of turn 6 now.
So they're still in front of us. Right. Power's got the field. We're going to go green here. Go gold. Green for the restart.
Sorry, I was wrong there. Get ready for the start here. You'll have gray 1. Remember, cannot pass till turn 12 exit. Pace car is in. Green, green. Outside, inside for turn 2, inside, clear, clear. hybrid. We use it, don't use it. I'll be temperature. Let's try it. It looks good.
contact the Kirkwood now. Today has been conducting a defensive driving class. He's been penalized twice. Be careful with it. He's left down on off. Negative.
Pick two of these off. We're trying to cover guys on the other strategy.
There's so much understeer, I can't follow.
A-firm.
They're coming. Close the gap so some of these guys will come.
And vibrations are getting pretty big. A-firm.
Okay, we work on the gap now. temperatures start to come now. Just work on the gas.
Car leaves the pit, so you need to beat him into one. That car just leaving now, you can beat him into one. Same thing, we've got the two leaving now, you cleared it, that's good.
Forward, yeah. Clear. Driving away.
Copy. Boxing this lap. Do not push. Do not push. Boxing this lap. Coming for you as all. No changes. Copy. Watch your pit speed. You'll be wide open here. Pit it. Copy that. Going past Siegel's guys, it'll be wide open down to us. Down to Todd here in 3, 2, 1, on the mark. All the way out. We'll go blue 5.
Signal at the line now, one of the perma cars. Gonna come to your outside. You see him there, all good right there. Exit the 2 is your gap.
Push for at least one lap here. Okay, we'll go map 6. Map 4 is available if you get a run on Schwartzman, who is on alt ahead.
What number do you need?
Checking the sight tube, looking like an 84.
Copy, let me stay in map 4 here.
Copy that.
off, driving away here, by 3.
Great job, buddy. The number's still at 84.5. Now, Ilot's ahead of you, and he's in the same boat as Schwartzman, who you just passed. What you're doing, still in 84.5.
If you want to go red 2 for more power, up to you. Copy. All right, we're still looking for as much lap time as you can give us here. We're going to have the 10th car and the final stint on sticker red. He's currently on black. Copy. Buffer to the 10 car is 14 seconds. Copy. Correction, the 10 car is currently on used red. Well, the 7th car is 2 cars back, leader on the other strategy. They have to save a little bit of fuel, but they will also have sticker reds at the end. Copy. Fall back is E. 2 seconds back, 2 seconds back. Saving. Efficient overtake. Copy. Yeah, I'm tire limited.
Copy. Watch your 45 crew getting ready set up here. You're going to be down here around him in 3.
Okay, well, we this lap, pit this lap. Copy, copy. Pit lane, pit lane. Well, we're gonna have to go around. Heard those guys a little bit on the way out here. And 3, 2, 1, on the mark. Go, 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 go. All right, you're gonna have a Prema, and then you're all clear. All clear. All right, that's the 7 car behind you there. We're gonna take care of these tires. 30 laps. The Prema heads coming in this lap. Wash eye. right now. We're going to need a code 60 to the end. You can go slot 1 if you feel like you can.
whichever map you'd like. We just need a fuel 85.4.
one. Looking right, looking right. See him. You've got the momentum. Range corner. Still there, corner. Down to the code 53 to the end, 53. Outside. Clear, clear. And of course we let everybody by, so, alright, different next. let you by in the front straight, get close. All clear. Have him hold up the other guys. Can't stop talking over each other. Have him hold up the other guys like Kiffin did to me. Copy that, slot 8. Coming to 3 to go. All right, 3 to go, code 30. Yeah, copy, copy. All right, 2 to go, 1.7 back. All right, wonderful. White flag, no pressure. Hey, copy. All right, come in the second flag, buddy. Woo! Oh, good job, boys, all weekend. Very good job, very good job.
It's been a while, man. That was a stellar drive. Great job.
It's been exactly 1 year, CR. Exactly 1 year. All right, well, when you come down pit lane here, you're going to go all the way to the right, past pit lane, and gap with victory lane is. One thing that's very clear right now from Rocket is we do not want to stand on a car. When you get out of the car, you need to get directly out of the car. Yeah, copy that. Great job, everybody. Amazing job. Awesome job, guys. Yeah, good. Great job, Dave. From struggling in the first session to winning the race. Mega, man. Mega. Appreciate everyone. All the hard work all season. I know it's been rough, but we've still all got the pace. Yeah, well, that was a pleasure. Real fun day today, man. You did great. Real good pace there. You killed it in that first 10. Did what you had to do. Copy that. Well, just remember, do not stand on the car. We don't need to give them any reason for anything here. Copy that. Copy that.